Ladies and fucking gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Mostly gentlemen.
Mostly gentlemen.
All gentlemen.
All dudes. It's a sausage party all up in here. Welcome to PixelCulture. Welcome to PixelCulture. The best podcast you've ever heard. You just don't know it yet. I'm Mystic, and joining me today...
Hasu.
Styling.
Chaos.
Jellyfish.
Tico Freak Show.
We've got some fucking shit to talk about today! Today! Do it! Do it! Zelda Wii U has been delayed into 2017. We already knew this. I'm pretty sure we talked about it already once before. Yeah. The Legend of Zelda title, which has been in development for the Wii U, has been delayed till 2017. And it was announced that there will be a version created for Nintendo's upcoming console, codenamed the NX. Originally slated to release in 2015, the game has seen multiple delays now. Eiji Aonuma, the producer of the Legend of Zelda series, had released a video explaining, since the 2015 release announcement, a lot has changed, and there's been a lot of new possibilities discovered for the title. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's good stuff. The game sports an open world, the likes that have never been seen before in a Zelda title. So yeah, we knew this was going to happen. You called it. We talked about it.
Yes.
It sucks. I mean, I'm still probably going to get it on the Wii U because that's what it's been in development for. And it's probably just being ported over to the NX, whatever that system is going to be.
When is the NX planning to drop?
Next year.
Next year. So
Supposedly
17?
next year.
It's probably going to be a packaged game.
They're still making the NX. Like...
Oh, they said it's releasing in March.
Well, I guess, yeah, okay, it's in production now, but they were making the console, like, along the same time that they were making this game, so, like, it was made for the Wii U. It's called Zelda Wii U. It doesn't even have an official title yet.
They've done this once before in the past with Twilight Princess.
I know.
It wasn't hard to see this one coming.
And honestly, I think the GameCube version is a superior version of that game, not the Wii version. I don't know about the Wii U one. I haven't played that one.
I don't know. That one's fairly new to it. I haven't seen any footage on it.
Yeah. Well, the HD remake or remaster, whatever, doesn't look that great. But well, that sucks, dude. Like, I actually have looked forward to this. Like, I look forward to all the Zelda games. I guess not Skyward Sword so much. I never played that one. I heard it wasn't the best one, so I didn't really miss out on a whole lot.
I haven't played a Zelda game since Ocarina of Time. So. Ocarina.
Tomato.
Yeah, whatever.
Doesn't matter. No, dude, this one looked...
I tried Majora's Mask, but that one just...
I love that game.
I wanted to get into it. I just couldn't get into it, but... I don't know, all the Zeldas look awesome, and I hear good things from everybody that's tried them. But this one did kind of have that back to Wind Waker type feel.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really dig the way Link looked in...
Cell shading.
The cell shading, not so much. Like, it doesn't even really bother me that much. Like, if you do cell shading, it doesn't age. Like, it'll look as good
Borderlands looks here
20 years from now, probably, as it does today. Just like it did when it first was released, as it does today.
Yeah. Life goes on.
Honestly,
Next topic.
I bet you they changed the name of it. I bet you it's not Zelda U or Wii or whatever the hell it is.
I'm sure that wasn't going to be the end title anyway.
I wonder what the actual name of the next Nintendo console will be.
But I mean, even they're still calling it Zelda Wii U. So
that's so dumb.
I think
it's
just
weird.
More for a reference basis.
I'm sure,
Yeah,
so everyone
probably.
knows which they're talking about. Like,
or not talking about, I guess, at this point anymore. So, like honestly, I'm surprised that they actually came out and said they're not going to release it until then. Like, you think they would release the Wii U version now,
Right.
and then maybe just sell it when it comes out with the next console also. I don't know.
I remember the video of him saying, like, oh, it's going to be released in 2015. It's ready to go. And they've discovered new possibilities and new avenues to go down. Like, what? I don't know what that means.
Honestly, they've gotten worse and worse and worse. Like, I was in GameStop the other day, and, like, there's still much bigger 360 and PS3 sections. than there is Wii U sections in,
Oh, yeah.
in the store.
Yeah.
Like it was daunting. There's still bigger Wii sections than Wii U sections in the store.
I know, dude. And they have nothing like coming out. Yeah.
That Star Fox game was it, and it was actually kind of panned because I guess the controls were kind of jank.
I know that's the only reason why I haven't touched it yet. Like, if I could just play it with a normal controller, I'd be all in, dude. Like, it sounds like the best thing ever. And you know what? I bet they will patch that in at some point.
Yeah, but damage done probably.
Probably. But I'm gonna hold off for a little bit. And even that game got delayed. Like,
Yeah, until just
everything's being delayed. Why? Why is everything being delayed?
Because it's 2016, man.
They really want that new console to come out and shine. They're
trying to work
pushing
on
it all
console.
for that.
They probably need something, yeah, to push that new console. And that's a good thing to do. Like,
I guess.
Legend of Zelda will sell consoles.
I think it would sell just fine for the holiday season for the loyal fans that have your damn console right now. And then they'd still sell new consoles to people like me that don't give two shits about your consoles for the longest time. So
It's just really sad to me that the Wii U faltered and fell off as fast as it did. Like even
it's not a bad console.
the Wii kind of like after a while just kind of like fell off, and everyone was really just religious to the PS3 and the 360.
Neither was the dream.
But the Wii U like literally threw itself off a fucking cliff.
Yeah.
Literally, like where'd it go? Nowhere.
They alienated everyone.
It fell.
man.
And like yeah, I think it's got some great games like the Super Mario Maker. I've seen nothing but great reviews about. You know, the Smash Brothers came out and that was a great fucking game, and it just come out and fucking literally fell off a cliff. And a moment of silence for the Wii U.
I like my Wii U, but yeah, there's like no games, dude. They have barely any third-party support whatsoever, and they can only make so many games at the same time. Alright, after 20 years, the studio that brought us Black and White and the Fable series has shut its doors.
No.
Lionhead Studios closes down. Microsoft had announced that it had begun preparing Lionhead staffers for the closure back in March of 2016. And at that time, production on the free-to-play game Fable Legends also halted. That game was announced in 2013 and has had a rocky developmental period, to say the least. Some members of Lionhead even offered to branch off and take a massive pay cut in order to finish Fable Legends, just to get it out there, since it's almost like 85% completed. So it seems like a waste, dude. It sucks. Like, it was in beta. People were playing it. A lot of people were playing it. They were enjoying it.
So
Well, obviously-
dude, that's something that like would get Kickstarter involved eventually.
Well, I don't think Lionhead can just take the Fable like name. I'm pretty sure Microsoft owns that, but they can make a similar game using the same resources.
What's Microsoft doing, dude? Like fucking Bungie and if they were to reach out, who do you think would be a good partner to continue production?
That's I wouldn't even know, dude. For Fable, this is a different. This is a different. That'd be cool,
Or
but I don't
Gearbox.
know if Gearbox.
The feel would be weird.
That'd be all right. Dude.
Gearbox would be awesome because they're already in tune with like the vast like story modes and stuff like that. The free roamings, like you know, you reference Borderlands. They have such a talent for the free roam and the entwining story with gameplay.
Yeah. This is a way different Fable game
Yeah,
too.
make
Like, this
those-
is like
I'm sure it's something that what he's
if they
basically trying to say is
collaborate-
Microsoft would have to hand it off to someone.
Right.
Like with their own
Yeah.
like proprietary studio like
They'd have to-
Rare or something.
Yeah.
they'd have to bring somebody else on to do it. But this was like a different Fable game. Like this was like a dungeon maker. Like
Like somewhat evolved, somewhat
it was kind of
Call
like
of
evolved.
Duty.
Like yeah, like
I
U3.
could
had,
See
and I heard it
Rare
had
doing
MOBA
it.
aspects like
Rare would be
Smite.
good. That's a good
That was a
idea.
great mention, Wes. I think
Like
they
U3
have
would
a
be
great
running
comic,
around.
like the child like cartoony aspect that Fable is. Rare would be a good set there.
like you three would be running around, and I would be like the overlord, like watching you guys and like laying monsters and traps,
Yeah, that
like
feels very
and
evolved.
like fucking you guys up,
That's
sending waves of enemies. Yeah, it seems like it could just be released as something else. They just put the Fable name on
Most
it.
people that are like true Fable fans want just them to just stop that and just make them a Fable 4. Just big boy game, Fable 4. But
I want a
would be
fucking
great.
Fable 4
I
that's
would
kind of
love
like Grand
that.
Theft Auto where I can literally like run
Yeah.
around and fucking interact with other people, play in shops, play games, and the missions are not so fucking linear.
Are you a chicken chaser?
Kind of. I'm a chicken kicker.
Chicken kicker.
But then again, there were still tons of people that loved the game, and the beta was still going on a month and a half, almost 2 months after they announced the cancellation. I think it just barely came to an end.
It's so
Well,
like
Yeah,
it's
it's
sad,
very
man.
recent.
Yeah.
It, like I said, it really feels like a mother just like taking a toy away from a child. Like literally, like I was about to have some fun with this shit, and you just took it away.
I was only gonna have fun just because I knew it was free to play, and I check out all free to play games just because it's for free. Why not? But I don't. Fable, like I liked it. I like Fable 2. That's the only one I actually played though.
I love the first
Fable
one.
2 is fantastic.
I played the
hear
first one
one's
for PC.
awesome. You know, I never got into it. I never played it. That was one of the only games for the original Xbox I didn't own and play.
I still have that game to this day. Just chilling out over there.
I played a little bit.
It's
Which
fun,
one?
dude. Fable, the first Fable. You freaked out about that game, dude. I heard about it from you like 3 years before it came out.
And then we fucking just remember like it was winding down and Levi came and just opened the door to my classroom, flipped on the light, and he was like, Tyler, it's time, let's go. Dude, and I was just like, grab all my shit, stood up in the middle of the class, dude, and walked out, and Keith came running down the hall, dude. It was just like executed nicely, and we all walked out, got in the cars, and went to Toys R Us. Fucking went straight home.
Aren't you kids supposed to be in school? Fuck you, it's Fable.
No, I was like, no, we're getting an early release. And they were like, that's weird. Alright, whatever, dude.
You're the only fucking kid within 20 miles that's out of school right now, and there's an early release.
Moving on. Pokemon Go footage has been leaked by
Watching that shit earlier.
by Australians. Those dirty Aussies. Crikey. Is that Australian?
Crikey.
Porky.
Crikey.
There you go.
Typical American shit, trying to fucking...
Shrimp on the barbie. Alright. Nintendo's augmented reality game Pokemon Go has been in beta for a little while now, so of course, footage from said beta has been popping up all over the interweb. The footage features customizable characters, a GPS-like map of your actual city that shows gyms and Pokemon that you can travel to and capture, as well as the ability to see Pokemon in the real world via your phone's camera. In the beta, you're able to challenge gyms and take them over until another faction defeats your faction. Factions are split into red, blue, and yellow. Get it? Get it? Because it's Pokemon, red, blue, and yellow. Ah, yeah, come on! That's so clever! You also get Pokemon eggs, which hatch after a set distance has been traveled. So, it's pretty neat. The footage looks sweet. We all watched it, except for you.
I watched it. I was watching it on my phone.
Did you?
Yeah, I was showing the wife.
Did you?
I'm a freaking like
Dude, it was a fucking Pikachu popping out of an egg.
GPS on and fucking just like drive.
Like, I think that's exactly what it's going to instill, is like, people are literally going to have to go on journeys to find more
it's
things.
getting
Like,
your ass out there.
Well, if
Well,
kids
that
go
too.
to the playground and run around and...
well, yeah, that too. Like,
Like-
it can be more, it can be a more personal zone where, like, kids at parks can run around the park and find different shit. Adults can, like, have fun with their GPS when they're on road trips and shit like that. Like, I think there's going to be a different expand and, intimacy that this game is going to offer But like Tyler was saying, man, like I'm gonna have to drive like 430 miles just to get the one fucking Pokemon I need.
Well, and from what I was also reading is different weather patterns will bring out different Pokemon.
Right.
So if it's snowing, you're gonna find, you know, a Pokemon that's gonna be out in the snow.
Right.
Then you got the rain, wind, you know, dry season.
Yeah, dude.
We're in the prime fucking location. We get everything.
That's legit.
You know,
It's
you gotta
legit.
think about that way. You could be, you know, I could walk out in my backyard. I'll
Yeah,
look right at it.
Falls his pallet down.
Right?
God.
You know, walk out in your backyard and voila, there's a freeway. Hey, look, a flying Pokemon. You know,
I would have loved that as a kid, dude.
It's true.
Like, no joke.
Yeah, it'll still.
your
I
backyard
would've
will
been-
become your own little fucking
I would have been
forest.
outside playing that game like all the time, like getting exercise.
And maybe
Oh,
our
if
kids,
this thing
maybe the
carries
kids won't be
on
so
to be
fat
like
now.
fucking 35 and fucking walking around fucking catching Pokemon and shit. This shit blows
Yeah,
up.
I'm 28 years old. It takes a lot to get me interested in Pokemon again, and this looks fun. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks.
Like,
Think how much fun you can have with the kids. It's
Right?
about the kids. And the
It's true.
childish desire that's still buried deep inside you. You're just too proud to admit it.
I kind of don't really
I'm a
want.
Pokemon master.
Like, there's so many goddamn Pokemon now. Like, I don't want like.
Fuck them, dude. I'm old school.
Oh, I just don't even know. But no, it looks fun.
Gotta give it a try at least.
I wish the beta was going on here.
Yeah.
I want to get in on that shit.
I tried downloading the shit.
Australia?
We might get a taste.
The character customization looked pretty in depth. It wasn't like very
Yeah, it looked like
basic.
there was
It's
actual,
like male, female, white, black, Mexican. Oh, here's a pink hat. Here's a blue hat. Here's a pink shirt. Here's a yellow shirt. Here's like, you know what I'm saying. It looked very in depth for a character customization that you may probably never see again because it looked very like first person-y. So you're literally creating a character that other people are gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
You could probably like walk around the map and see other people that are playing the
Right.
game and like logged in.
Yeah.
And like even when you're not like on the game, like your phone is probably still reading like.
Just as long as, like, a handful of you fuckers do it too. Because I don't want to be the only goddamn person, like, within 100 miles that's actually fucking playing.
But here's my question: is you didn't see anything on the battling system? Are you gonna be able to battle someone that you're, you know, 20 feet from, 5 feet from?
In theory, yes. You'll be able to challenge like your other people in the world.
Or is it gonna? Well, they could also set it up to the idea of like you only battle people that you encounter with the game.
Well, this will blow up, dude. Hastings
So-
is going to be alive.
So if like none,
YouTube videos now.
Right?
if nobody else in this room is actually like playing the game, you can't like. I don't know how I'm trying to explain this.
Like if they're not playing, you can't battle them.
That too, but like if you have the game, okay, and you're playing the game, but you're not, like he can't like send you battle invites or anything like that because you're not. Like he would have
He
to.
probably can.
Like, but what I'm trying to say is
You have
that
to be signed
They'll
in.
probably send you a message saying
People
this player
you-
wants to fight you.
well that, but like people you encounter in public, who also have the game, like you know what I'm saying, battle. Like you're at the mall. Oh, this dude over there's got the game. I'm gonna fucking send him an invite and fucking beat his Pokemon and take that shit.
I'm sure
you
there'll
know?
be something like that, dude.
Yeah.
Which will be awesome. Like that's a cool like.
I would
I mean,
say you would have
yeah.
to do it more of like a random type, but you don't know who you're fighting type
Yeah.
aspect.
I mean, as long as like
Maybe like a beacon of like radius, like there's somebody
Right.
in the area, do you want to fight? Yes. And at that point you guys just play the game.
Yeah.
yeah, like meet in the middle of the mall, you know. Like,
You don't have to meet. If the network's strong enough, you can just
oh, that's
meet on
true.
the
Yeah, you can just battle over there.
But I
Over
wouldn't
the
say
net.
do it in front of people because I guarantee you
Because
it's not going to
yeah,
end well.
that just sounds like
It just
people.
sounds like, you know,
you're
YouTube
luring
happy
kids
to
into
I'd go do it. I'd
bands,
stand like right in the middle
It's
of
like,
the
oh, you
skate
beat
park.
me?
man.
Take your phone. There has been a Call of Duty and Battlefield leak. Shit's just leaking all over the place.
Wait, how's Battlefield?
It's just very leaky.
Battlefield's
Leaky
like
in
another
here.
shooter.
Hold on though. Wait for it. Wait for it. Alright, going back to the story that we reported before last show about the Modern Warfare remaster, it actually sounds like that is going to be a part of like the Legendary Edition of the new Call of Duty game. So if you get the Legendary version, that's coming out. That's like $80 or whatever. You'll get the remaster of Modern Warfare. It doesn't say anything about 2 now. It was reported that 2 was going to be remastered, but now they're just saying the first game.
They're gonna do it in like sections, and then they're gonna release it again.
In like a big package.
But still, I mean, that's cool. That's a cool perk. Like, you get 2 games, like, pretty much. A recent leak may have accidentally given that info away, along with a possible title, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Insert laugh here.
Infinite Warfare becoming a new franchise in its own.
We'll see.
I wonder what
I'm
type
sure
of,
they'll go Infinite Warfare 1, Infinite Warfare 2.
is there supposed to be a type of pun with that, like, with that fucking title? Like, literally Call of Duty is gonna be, like...
I'm not sure, and it's
in our fucking...
It's not even sure if this is the actual title, but that popped up on the PlayStation Store. And that's
It's the
not
title.
that's not an
It's
existing
definitely the
title of a Call of Duty game, so
It's the title.
yeah.
They're trolling their own fans here.
They're just running out of words.
Guess what? We're just gonna give you this. Oh.
And
no.
this one is set in the far, far future. And now at the same time, a leak for Battlefield 5 was dropped, supposedly putting the 5th entry in World War I.
Oh, that could be nice.
That would be
That's going to be
If you
very
have
interesting.
vehicles
Setting it-
and planes, ooh.
Setting it at like as the complete opposite to its Call of Duty rival.
There you go. That's what they're doing.
That's how they did it.
So Battlefield's going old school.
Battlefield then.
I'm stoked
I'm
to check
gonna have
that
to
out.
get Battlefield over the Call of Duty. I'm burnt out on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I've always liked the historical war games over like any of the modern warfares or the ops or the fucking
Some of the Modern
ghosts.
Warfare are fun.
I like the
2 and
detail
3.
in Battlefield.
I feel like I'm playing the same fucking thing over and over and over and over and over. Like, it really got very tiresome. I haven't played a fucking Call of Duty game for as long as I can remember. Like, I really do not remember the last time I played one because it was so mind-numbing that I quickly got over it. But the historical games, I've always been intrigued in because, you know, Call of Duty did it right with their, you know, like the big red one and stuff like that. They told, like, actual true stories of some of these soldiers and stuff like that. And I like that shit. I've always been intrigued by historical warfare and shit like that, so I guess maybe I'm just being biased because of my interests. But I feel like they put more time and effort into those historical games than they do. Like, I could put Black Ops 1 in and put Black Ops 3 in, and they look like the same fucking game. They're they're shinier,
Back then,
they're smoother.
they tried to sell the game. Now they know the game's gonna sell, so
They just refurbish the fucking online server. That's pretty much what it feels like to me. Is they just take the server and put it on a different game, and then fucking here you go.
I remember.
Well,
Medal
when
of
you
Honor.
annualize a game, you have to
Nobody told them they needed to
have to
annualize the
recycle a
game.
lot of
The whole
resources.
point, like, of what
But
people
that's
were
what
giving them-
that's what they were doing.
I know, I understand that, but it's just the whole idea of like, it goes to the sports games.
Same thing. Yeah.
You don't need to fucking annualize them. Do you
Sure.
want to know why? The only thing you're updating is rosters, and you know how easy of a patch that would be to download? It's just a
fan-
roster update.
Make you pay
The
for
fan
it.
base is there. I'm sure they have enough money that they're fine for a while.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like, no one's gonna hate Call of Duty unless you keep flooding the market like
Mhm.
you are.
I have 2 Call of Duty games, and both of them are on the PS2. Like, they're not even server based. It's literally Call of Duty and the big red one. I have 1 fucking Madden game, which is Madden 06, because that one is the best one in my opinion, and it's got a Tech 9 song on the soundtrack, so that's it. that was a fucking sold bit for me. Sold. You know, I own NBA Live 10. Like, there's no point in having... Like, I feel sorry for the people who spend their fucking money every year for this, like, a basketball game with just different people in it.
Or soccer.
You gotta think most of the people that do that were probably pros that play the leagues every season.
That buy the games?
I don't consider those
I would
people
think so too,
gamers
yeah.
Yeah.
by any standard.
If you're a pro, why wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
Like, there's casual gamers,
I know
and there's
that.
hardcore gamers, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, well, that's for sure,
Sure,
but...
people went a long run. You didn't really get to be the 16.
Yeah.
that's true.
Some racing games
There are
the same
some
way.
badass tournaments, which sucks.
Omar, he has every copy since '93.
Yeah.
Call of
Jesus.
Duty?
Some people
Oh,
stick
FIFA.
with it. Some-
Oh.
But again, well, the same thing can be said to me about my UFC games.
Oh, yeah.
I'm completely obsessed with those, but again, what's the difference between, like, honestly, there is a great gameplay difference, like, in the controls and stuff like that, but yeah, it is just rehashing an engine and adding different people to it.
Pretty much. Yeah. Well, they're adding stats and shit.
Right.
That's
Well,
just
and
how it
then-
is with sports, though. Like, they got to keep up with all the popularity, I guess.
The popularity of, like, again, the rosters, the statistical changes, you know, because there's been a few games, like, you can watch a character's development through a game and, like, it reflects how they actually are. In, like, Kobe Bryant's character does not play nearly as well in the new games than he does in, like, the old, like, the 2004, 2005 NBA games. He's phenomenal in those games. But as the years go on, his character plateaus.
It's cool that they keep up with that kind of shit, but I don't think the fan base would go anywhere if they stopped for a few years, took the time and like made something really like mechanically different from,
But if they're not going to go anywhere, then why?
because
They're
it's
there.
a
They're
business, man. They're there to make there to make money.
They're always going to release
But
that.
they're still making good copies of that shit, like, or selling like enough to where it's
They
like,
are. They're selling. Like somebody's buying them.
Trust me, they wouldn't release the next game in the series of whatever. That's why they don't have an NCAA college football game anymore, because it's stopped selling.
Yeah.
So it's not negative.
Because they
Or
put
the
fucking-
basketball. Yeah, dude.
They never put
That's
players'
the way.
names in them. It was just quarterback 17, quarterback 12, and I'm like,
why? Because they couldn't.
They couldn't afford the
work out a legal
licenses,
situation
dude.
with the NCAA.
right? The NCAA didn't want us like
Yeah.
license players. Isn't that pretty much what
Yeah,
it
it'd
is?
be a lot like paying them. Heaven forbid the NCAA pay their bills.
So yeah, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
quit it.
Infinite trophy.
I don't know. I'll check out, and I'll try not to drink the Kool-Aid this time. I've avoided the last few Call of Duty games since
Yeah, you played Black Ops pretty heavily,
Black Ops. Yeah, but that was like 5 games ago.
right?
Yeah. I bought Advanced Warfare, played it twice online, and
Yeah,
sold it.
Swore by Advanced Warfare. I loved it.
People, there are
Wait, is
people
that-
that love
is
every
Advanced
single.
Warfare?
And see,
No, Advanced
No.
Warfare is Advanced Warfare.
Yeah,
Came out
it's
after
It
Ghost.
came after
standalone.
Ghost. It was the redemption
Yeah.
of the Call of Duty franchise. Quote unquote.
No. No.
I was skeptical even when I bought that one. So I don't know. I'll check it out just because it has space battles supposedly with spaceships flying through space. Sounds fun.
Dude, it's funny because that's what like everybody's been saying that it's gonna do next is be in space. And that was a huge joke, and now it's actually happening. So.
They're trolling.
well, there's
money
nothing
there,
else.
I really
to
think
go on.
I have to agree
Yeah.
with Hasu on that, and that they're fucking trolling their fans now.
Unless they go back to like caveman times, like what would that be
Stick
called?
and stone.
Call of Duty Primal.
Call of
like-
Duty.
That would fuck up.
Primal Duty.
Call of Duty Stone.
No, like they got. I don't know. There's not a
Start
lot of
Call of
places they
Duty.
could do. There's like they could even go back to World War II and like just have it be from a different perspective.
Well,
Like be a, like
Battlefield took it. They're like, nope.
be like
All
a
the way
journalist or like a photographer for like the war or
I have a
something.
feeling Call of Duty is gonna go like an.
That sounds like
Just-
the gayest fucking shit.
You can't be a photographer in a war game. Shooter, no way.
Just
You-
run around
you
with
know,
a
That's
pistol
just
and
your
a camera.
character, of course. Like you would get in and get guns and shit, but like just like
Yeah.
take a different approach to it.
Instead of a soldier. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Take it from the eyes of Hitler.
be Hitler.
Hitler.
I'd buy that game. It sucks, but you know I'd probably play it. All right.
Hitler died. Damn.
That is this week's show. And now we're all going to plop our nuts on John's face.
Do it! Just do it! Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Just do it!